Hey guys, just a warning, if you haven't played God of War 4 or any of the older games, then this video could spoil the story for you. You've been warned. Also, I have not seen this trailer yet, and I'm so excited. Here we go.
Everyone keeps secrets. Sometimes it's the only way to protect the ones we love.
I know you. God Killer. What is it you want from me? Is it a god of war you came to find?
You don't really want war, do you, Kratos? All that blood on your hands? On your son's hands?
What is it you will not tell me?
I can't talk about it, but I just need you to trust me.
We follow your every whim.
But you don't believe in any of it.
And still I follow. Because all that matters is that you are safe.
But that's not all that matters. Who's keeping you safe?
I do not need you to protect me.
You sure about that?
Pretender god!
Ooh, Valkyries!
Death can have me when it
Two of them.
me.
Looks like Helheim.
What do you even know of godhood? In your lifetimes, has anyone ever worshipped you? Ever prayed to you? Can you even imagine that kind of love? No! You don't care about anything beyond yourself. Beyond the monster who kills
I think that was
without
Muspelheim.
cause.
Wow.
Fate
That's beautiful.
will bind you if you let it.
Interesting.
What is necessary. Not because it is written.
Wow. That was beautiful. Ooh, I just got goosebumps.
Make our own destiny.
Oh my god. Wow, that looks amazing. I'm gonna watch it again. Ooh, that trailer was so good. I've watched it a handful of times now, and I wrote down some notes about all of the things that I noticed, my observations, and my theories that I'd like to share with you. First thing I wanted to go over, does Atreus have a new type of magic? In the very beginning of the trailer, he puts his hand on a tree, and when he touches a tree, it looks like he's using some kind of magic, or maybe is absorbing some type of magic. He had the magic arrows before because of Freya, but this looks like something different. In another scene, it shows that we get to use the Blades of Chaos again. I love the Leviathan axe, but in the last game, we didn't get to use the blades until much later in the game. What I do remember from God of War 4 is that Tyr is the Norse god of war. Also, the way that Tyr was speaking to Kratos in the trailer, or at least I think it was Tyr speaking, I could be wrong though, but it leads me to believe that they will be enemies at some point in the game. I know that Tyr tried to bring peace between the Jotnar and the Aesir, the Jotnar being the giants and the Aesir being the Asgardians, which resulted in him becoming an enemy of his father Odin. And in the end of God of War 4, it's revealed to us that Atreus will become an enemy of his father Kratos, either betraying him or killing him or both. And we learned that Atreus is Loki, which makes sense because he was always a little bit mischievous and always getting into trouble. Will he be able to shapeshift? Because that would be awesome. I can't wait to see what new abilities or powers Atreus has in this game. Now, the wolf in the trailer, I am curious about this wolf, or I should say these wolves, because I remember in God of War 4 we learn about Tyr and how his hand was bit off by a wolf. I think its name was Fenrir or Fenrir. I don't remember entirely, but wasn't he a son of Loki? Which leads me back to thinking that Tyr will become an enemy of Kratos and Atreus. And it's either that or I'm completely wrong about that. And maybe since Tyr is a giant, or at least part giant, he'll be loyal to Kratos and Atreus and help them. I also have reason to believe that this could be the wolves we learned about in God of War 4, Skull and Hati. I had to look up their names because I couldn't remember them, but this could be those wolves, because we learned that 2 wolves were to destroy the sun and the moon, and as we can see here, it looks like that's what will transpire, and it looks really cool. In another scene, I noticed that Freya cuts a necklace off of Atreus, and it looks like the necklace held the tip of that mistletoe arrow that Baldur punched his fist into in the last game, and she looks pissed and heartbroken. I mean, she helped them in the last game, and she already felt completely betrayed by them, and of course she wanted revenge for what they did to him, and I'm just wondering what that's going to look like in this game. I'm hoping that they're not going to be enemies. Maybe they can make amends at some point and end up on the same side. Another scene shows what appears to be 2 Valkyries in one fight. That's going to be insane. These Valkyries look badass, and that's going to be a really tough fight, but it should be really fun because fighting the Valkyries was one of my favorite things that I did in God of War 4. I also wanted to mention the elves. I saw that we're fighting the elves again, but I remember in God of War 4, we defeated the Dark Elves and then came to the realization that we may have made a mistake because they made it sound like the Light Elves are the evil ones, so I'm curious if these are the Light Elves and will we be wiping them out completely? Also, it looks like we will be traveling to many of the same regions and realms as we did in the last game. I could see Helheim, I think I saw Muspelheim, Jotunheim, and Alfheim too, but I'm sure there will be a lot of new places we will be traveling to. Also, like Asgard, most likely. In fact, I think I saw it briefly in the trailer, but I could be wrong. And I'm sure every place we go to is going to be absolutely beautiful. Last but not least, Thor. Hefty Thor. I love it. Looks like we'll be fighting him, of course, in a one-on-one fight with 2 weapons that are both very similar, and they both act as kind of a boomerang, and they were both created by brothers Brock and Sindri, so that's going to be an interesting fight. It's going to be crazy. After destroying the statue of Thor in the last game, we learned more and more about him and his role in this series, and I can't wait to see him in this game. But that's a wrap on this video and my thoughts on the trailer, my thoughts on the game. I'm just so excited to play it and get to experience it on the PS5. It's going to be incredible, and thank you for telling me about this trailer in the comments. This was a great peek into what this next game is going to offer, and I'm so freaking excited. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.